Hi everyone, it's Fred here from Hillians Bricks, and in today's video I'm actually going to be talking about the Lego sets that are rumored to retire according to the Brickfanatics website. So we are January 2023, and at the end of this year a lot of Lego sets should be retiring, and that gives us an opportunity to go and buy Lego sets, and then hopefully in the future they will appreciate in value and make us some profit. So in this video I'm going to highlight 25 sets which I believe or ones to watch out for. Now, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence and research. These are just my opinions, and I probably could have picked more, but these are the ones I'm going to be keeping a closer eye on over the next year and see if I can acquire some of these. So there's lots of different themes I'm going to be covering, and yeah, there should be a lot of interesting things on there. Do note that we are recording this in January 2023. These lists tend to update. They're not 100% accurate. So from time to time, some of these retirement lists get updated, and some of these sets will potentially no longer be retiring this year, and maybe we'll have to wait a few extra years down the line. But yeah, this is basically based on January's Brickfanatics data. So there's a link to this list in the description of this video. But let's get started, shall we? So here's the actual website that you can see from Brickfanatics, and that's the article. And scrolling down this list, it's got actually a lot of different things by theme. So I picked out a few from most of the themes that I think are worth watching. So we're going to start with Star Wars. And the first one is the Razor Crest, so 75292. This has been out since September 2020. Now, this does have a bit of a ceiling now with the fact that the UCS Razor Crest has come out, but still, it has a lot of uplift when the recommended retail price is £120. Now, you should be able to have bought it at a discount before, less than £100 for sure. So if you can buy it at a discount, this set, I think it's one that's iconic, and people who've been watching The Mandalorian will, be very keen on this set in the future, I believe. So the one downside is lots of people have this one on their radar as well. So it might take a while to appreciate in value to the pricing levels that it requires. Next, we've got the Republic Fighter Tank, which is 75342. Now, this set's only been out since April 2022, and it's one of those sets that is not widely available. So it's appeared a couple of times in Tesco here in the UK, but apart from that, other retailers don't tend to have it. Lego always have it out of stock, and yeah, it's as you can see, a limit of 2. Whenever I see it in my local Lego store, it doesn't actually hang around for too long either. So the fact that it's only been out since April 22, due to retire at the end of 2023, gives it less than 2 years shelf life. So I think it's got a lot of potential upside, this one. And yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that one, I think. Next, we've got another Star Wars set, and it's one of the helmets. And this is the Dark Trooper helmet, 75343. As you can see, it's £60 in the UK. This came out in March 2022. Again, less than 2 years. And again, this is a Lego exclusive, I believe. I've not seen it any other retailer that have this one for sale now. Some of the other helmets, they've been appearing everywhere. This one, very closely kept just to Lego. And this got potential, if there's scarcity and down the line, people might want it if, they have not been able to find a deal on it. The only downside with the fact that it's only been available from Lego is that you're not going to have it discounted at any point. So you kind of have to buy this set whenever there's like double VIPs or some good gift for purchase to actually maximize the value of this set. So we'll be keeping an eye out for when that one appears on the shelves in our Lego store. Next, we're going to go to Lego IDs. Now, I know there's lots of Star Wars set. There's a lot more on the list, but, these are my picks. Next, we're going to set Lego IDs, and the first one is a Medieval Blacksmith. So this is a beautiful set. I own a few of these already. I often get them discounted in John Lewis. That usually is the place to buy these ones. The Medieval Blacksmith, been out since February 2021. It does feel like it's been out longer than that. But yeah, £160. It clearly had a price increase as well last year. It'd be good to see that one retire and see how that one appreciates in value afterwards. But yeah, I think I've got lots of hope for that one. And again, make sure you don't buy it at full RRP. And if you bought it before the price increase, even better. Next, one other Lego ID set, and there's more than 2, but I've only picked 2. And this one is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I built this set. Actually, my son built this set, and it looked really good. And the way that it's actually built, it shows that it's got, expansion capability. And there might be some new sets coming down the line to build the expansion ones. So if they're already retiring it this year, makes me wonder, is the expansion coming, or is there going to be a potential delay for retirement? But I think this is a good set. Do watch out. Don't pay £70. I've seen it available for £40 or less, which I then think is good value for that set. So Sonic is one of those themes that has been around for a long time in the community. Not Lego, but at least Sonic, I think, is iconic, and I think it could do quite well as long as you buy it at the right price. So £40 is probably my target price for this one, because then you won't have to wait for too long to make a decent return on investment, potentially after retirement. Now, next, there was a list that was Marvel. Now, I haven't covered any of the Marvel ones. There's nothing that really excites me. Maybe the Galaxy ship, but it doesn't really excite me. It's always discounted everywhere, and that might be a good thing, but personally, I haven't selected any of the Marvel ones. But we are going to move on to Harry Potter, and I've only chosen one, even though there's many more in the list. And the one I've chosen is 40560, which is the kind of the brickheads of Harry Potter, which is the professors of Hogwarts. £40 again. Pretty sure this is a Lego exclusive. There's a bit of a theme going on here, even as I noticed when I'm filming this. But this one's only been out since June 2022, so it's only going to be an 18-month lifespan. And again, these are iconic characters, and I think that means it's got more and more potential down the line as well. Now we're going to go on to a Technic set, and there's quite a lot of Technic sets. I'm not a fan of buying the huge expensive value ones because that's more risk from in my opinion. So I've chosen the Ducati. Now, the Ducati's been around for quite a while. It's been around since June 2020, and it has been discounted quite a lot as well. But I think it's my sons have built this one, and it's really good value for money if you can buy it at a discount, which you often should be able to. Sometimes even in the mid 30s. So 35 to £40 range is what you should be targeting for this set. I think, give it a few years after retirement, and I think that will, be hitting £100 set. I think it's one of the bigger motorbikes that I have seen. Obviously, the BMW one now, which is 3 times the price, is a lot bigger, but this one is quite a decent size build for its money, especially if you can get it at a discount. So I've owned a few of these already. Next, we've got Lego icons, and as you can see, we've got Assembly Square, and it's about time, shall we say, right? So this set is 10255 is the number. It's been around since January 2017, so it will have had nearly 7 years on the shelves for this one to retire. So that kind of means that lots of people will have potentially been sitting on this for a long time. But from my personal experience, I love modular buildings. This is my favorite modular building. It is the biggest one, is been the best one to build in my opinion, and it's had multiple price increases as well. So if you had the chance to buy it before the price increases, then you've had a good deal. Still, I do think modular buildings do tend to appreciate in value. Problem is, it's on everybody's radar now, so it might take longer than expected. And it is a big set as well to ship. So again, if you worry about shipping and the risk of shipping, maybe this is not one for you. But I like this set. The only downside is been around for so long, and it's usually available all the time. But I like it anyway. Next is another modular building, and this year Lego didn't retire any modular buildings, but it looks like there's 2 on the list for next year, and this is the Bookshop. So 10270. Often you get this on discount in Smith's toy stores. I've seen it on discount there. If not, you might as well wait for double VIP points and a gift for purchase from Lego. Then it's worthwhile getting it. Although I've not seen this in my Lego store for a while now. This has been out since January 2020, so it will be a good 4 years this has been on the shelf. And initially, I've had this set, and I didn't want to build it. It didn't seem like something that appealed to me, but when I eventually got to build it, this was one of the biggest surprising sets to me. I actually really enjoyed the building experience of this set. So, yeah, I think it's an underrated set in my opinion. And we got one more set for Lego Icons, and it is 76989, which is Horizon Forbidden West, the tall neck. Again, don't pay the £80 if you can avoid it. If you shop around a bit, you can get this definitely at a discount. But it's only been out since May 2022, and if it's on the retirement for the end of the year, then that's not been around for that long. It's very unique set, and it's one that I built, and I was quite surprised how good of a build it was as well. And lots of interesting techniques. And as you know, I own a Bricklink store as well, and then I parted it out, sold the parts as used, and a lot of the parts sell for this set. So yeah, I think this is a decent set, but again, don't buy it at full RRP. but it has been available in multiple places and often appears on Amazon Germany at discount as well. Architecture, only one set on the list, and that is the White House. Now, I must admit, I own a few of the White Houses already. I bought at a discount. Usually when it hits £60 or less is probably the target price that you want to aim for. So the set number is 21054, normally £90. It's been around since June 2020. So yeah, it will have been around for a while, but if you buy it at the right price, it can see this, hit 130, 150, the year after potentially, and then making the return on investment that you might be looking for, especially if you buy it less than 60. Don't go and buy it at full RRP, because then you'll just be waiting for everybody else to sell before you, or sell at a less return on investment. Now, on the list, the next themes were Ninjago and Super Mario. Nothing there for me that excites me. Maybe the NES, but I felt, again, big expensive set. Not necessarily one that I'm got highly on my radar, so kind of skip that. So we're going to go to actually the creator theme, and I've got two sets, and the first one is the Roses 40460. And interestingly, actually the day of filming, I went to the Lego store today, and as I was checking out, I saw two of those boxes on the side there. I saw a few boxes, and I picked up two of them because I haven't seen them for a long time in the store. But at £12, if you go and look on Amazon, these are listed for much more already. Lego exclusive, Roses every Valentine's or whatever, every year. This is something that could come in useful if Lego are indeed going to retire and they're not going to come up with a new variant. They might do, that's the risk. But I still think at £12 is quite low risk if you can buy these. And, they don't take up a lot of space either. They are quite small boxes. So that's always a benefit of sets like this. And yeah, like it's only been out since January 2021 as well. So not the longest. Or again, it's so exclusive to Lego that it's not been widely distributed. So that has an advantage as well. Next set is another one of the creators, and it's a Tuk Tuk 40469. And I must admit, I own a few of these already. And at £9, I think it looks really good. As soon as this set got announced for the launch in January 2021, I was like, yeah, I need to get that one. That looks really good. Looks good value for money. It looks like one that will easily double in money. It's already gone on Amazon for over £20, I believe. Again, it's a Lego exclusive, not easy to find. I haven't seen them in my Lego store for quite a long time now. I already reached my, actually, I was just at the start of filming, I was about to say I reached my limit, but it looks like they've increased the limit to 20. So maybe I need to order another 10 of these, because I do think that at £9, it's not a big risk. But again, I would recommend you buy it at the time of a gifted purchase or double VIP. Every time you do from Lego, make sure you do that. Don't just order when there's no promotion, because you're just wasting extra opportunity. Next, we've got Speed Champion sets. So there's quite a few of them, and I've picked two. Now, the first one being a Ferrari, the 1970 Ferrari 512M. Ferrari being Ferrari, they tend to be in high demand throughout post-retirement. This one had interesting building technique as well. The front lights at an angle. That was very interesting to see how that worked. And it looks like a quite good car. It's only been around since March 2022. So not the longest of shelf lives. And from that aspect, if you can buy this set again, don't go buy it at full RRP. The set often appears on places like Argos or Amazon for about £13-14. That's the kind of price target you should be setting yourself to buy it. And then hopefully in the future it will retire and you'll sell it for £30-35 and make a decent return on investment. And also, not a big box. It doesn't take a lot of space from a shipping or a storage perspective. Next, a Speed Champion set I've got here on the list is a 007 Aston Martin DB5. Now, I was very surprised to see that on the list already, given the fact that it only came out in August this year. Well, now last year, 2022. So 76911 is the code for this set. Beautiful car, so iconic, the DB5. I remember before even the big DB5 came out, the creator set, I always thought, right, Lego, if I could build Lego and I had the skills to build and design Lego, I would build the DB5. And then they built the big one, and then they can add on the Speed Champions one. I think in future James Bond movies, this is always going to pique the interest in the DB5 car. It's probably going to come back in future Bond movies as well, because it's, it is what is associated with Bond. Therefore, I think this set has got a lot of potential. It's not widely distributed yet. I'm hoping it'll get more, so you can get some discounts on this set. But if it's going to retire already, which I'm very surprised about, then yeah, this one will skyrocket, I think. I think it's got a lot of potential, this one. We're moving on to Disney, and I've only picked one set here, and it's 40622, which is this Disney 100th celebration, and it's on the list, and the set's not even out yet at the time of recording. So this is coming out in February 2023, and if it's going to retire by the end of 2023, which kind of makes sense if it's for the 100th celebration, it's only for this year. I imagine this is going to be limited to like Shop Disney and to Lego, which means that we're not going to get any deals on it. Again, will be another set that you have to buy whenever it's double VIP or a good gift for purchase. Because the Disney theme thing, I think this is going to always have its audience. It being such a short shelf life, I think that's probably gives it more opportunity of appreciating in value as well. And for brickheads, you know, it works out at £10 a brickhead. So yeah, I think this one has got potential. So that's why I listed it. Now, also personally own a few of the Madrigal house from the Encanto movie, but I'm not so sure about that. That one's also on the list for retirement, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on that one as well, but I didn't put it on my top 25 list. The next theme that was on the Brickfanatics list was Avatar. I completely skipped that. You know, I haven't even watched the movie yet. I probably will at some point, but the Lego sets for me, you know, the fact that they already had to discount them at 30% as soon as they released kind of says a lot about the demand out there for that set, and it's widely available as well. Maybe if some of these sets appear at like 50-60% discount, then maybe I might buy one or two, but not on my list. But Jurassic World is, and the one set that's too iconic, you know, is 76956, the T-Rex Breakout. Came out in April 2022. If it's retiring at the end of 2023, then there's only one way this set is going to appreciate in value. Do buy it at Argos when you see it on a deal. They've had this at, you know, £60 or lower. So that's a good price to aim for. I would say £60, you know, 30% off. That's my target price for this. I already own two of these ones. Maybe I need to buy a few more. And I think generally the diorama sets are going to be a big hit. You know, I know that I skipped over the diorama sets in Star Wars. You know, there's some of those retiring as well. I think the diorama sets are likely going to do well. Moving on to Monkey Kid. And Monkey Kid is an interesting theme in the UK because it's only available pretty much online. A lot of the Lego stores don't actually have them in store. So you can only order online. They are exclusive to Lego in the UK. And I know it's very different to the US. They're also, I've seen only when I went to travel last year up north, some of the Lego stores had Monkey Kid there, but elsewhere, very, very rarely to get. And that's kind of what appeals to me, what for sets like this. Though the Heavenly Realms is clearly a big set. I don't own any of these ones yet, but it only came out in June 2022. I also had a look at Bricklink, and nobody has this set listed. So I don't think it's on many people's radar, but that kind of also means if some people want it in the future, or only means some American expats need to come over and wanting this set, they're going to find it difficult to find. So that's the opportunity that you potentially need to think about. But again, it's quite a pricey set. You're not going to get a discount on it. So gift for purchase or double VIP time is when you want to be ordering this. And if you don't have it in a local Lego store near you, you're more likely going to have to be stuck with the limits from the Lego website, which means you're not going to be ordering too many of them. Now, next is Lego City. And normally I don't invest in Lego City. Well, I say normally, but I've had a few recent purchases where I've sold Lego City at a really good return on investment. And kind of keep an eye on Lego City now, especially if you're going to start seeing steep discounts, then it's worth thinking about. But the two sets that I'm going to be covering in Lego City are one I haven't seen a discount on yet. I'm very surprised it makes the list, which is this one, the Lego City train station. Now, I'm very surprised by this set being on the list. So it only came out in June 2022. And as you know, we've just had the two new Lego trains from Lego City came out as well. The fact that if there's no train station or replacement train station going to be coming in the Lego City range, that makes me think that people who are going to be buying all the city trains over the next few years, because Lego City trains tend to last 3-4 years at least, people are going to want a train station. And why would Lego already plan on a new train station if they've only released this one last year? I'm very surprised this one makes the list. And I've never seen the set appear anywhere else on a discount. So this one, does appear on Amazon Germany, never discounted. The UK, it's never discounted. So this is one of the few Lego City sets that I've never seen discount. Normally, you'd have to aim for 30% minimum discount for Lego City sets. Now, typically, I prefer 50%. But this set is one I'm hoping that they're not going to retire it. I think they're going to push it back. It just seems, yeah, I'm very surprised this one makes the list. But if it does retire, I'm keeping an eye on that one. I'm hoping to find a discount. Next is a 4+ set. And you might be saying, Fred, why are you talking about this set? The Barn and Farm Animals 60346. Now, kind of says it in the title a bit why I'm interested in this set. Now, this one retails for £45. It's been out since June 2022. Now, it has been discounted. You've seen it before, below £30 already on Amazon. So £30 or less is the target price for this set to acquire. But particularly what I'm interested in this set is the animals. And the reason why is, if you look at some of these animals, I've had a bit of a deep dive in terms of what sets they also appear in and what makes them valuable. So if you look at the little pigs in particular, there's 2 of them in the set. Now, I know that they're available on the online PAB at the moment, but the pigs are unique to this set at the moment. The cow is actually only appears in one other set, and that other set it appears in is the Lion Knight's Castle, which is obviously a big set. It's the same for the lamb, is also only appears in the Lion Knight's Castle in this color as well. So that's another one. The calf, the little calf, is also unique to this set. So all these unique these unique animals is what I think will keep the set valuable. Now, if obviously these animals start appearing in other sets, that will quickly erode the value of this set. That's why it's important to buy this set when it's less than £30 to minimize your risk. And if Lego are going to retire a farm theme in the near future, then there's always kids that might want to go back to a farm theme and get these sort of animals. So yeah, 4+. I think the animals are going to what makes it. So one to keep an eye out for. So that's Lego City. Next, we're going to go to Lego Art. And the one I've chosen is the Rolling Stones. Now, again, £130. You can get this less than 100. I've seen it on Zavvi discounted before. Only been out since June 2022. And this is what you associate the Rolling Stones with, this tongue sticking out. And the reason why I think about this one is, like, let's face it, the Rolling Stones are not the youngest people anymore. If something, they're going to be in the news for whatever thing, this is going to appreciate in value. Now, I know it's a bit morbid to talk about things like that, but that's kind of like what you sometimes need to think about as well from a Lego investing perspective, right? When they're in the news, these are the sort of things that will drive value. And I think I can see people having this kind of art in their house. Now, personally, I wouldn't, but there are people out there that like this sort of stuff. And if it's only been out for about 18 months or so, again, that's a limited shelf life. And if you can buy it for £90 or so, I think you'll have yourself a good deal. Lego Friends was next on the list. Now, there's a long list of Lego Friends. Now, I didn't cover any Lego Friends in this video. Personally, it's not a theme that I invest in yet. I don't know much enough about it. And, that's one of the important things about it. If you do think about Lego investing, make sure you know the themes that you're investing in. So I've completely missed out Lego Friends. So sorry if you're Lego Friends fans. I'm not planning on investing in. These sets are too often discounted. And I do think also the reseller target audience is not as big enough yet as potentially the other themes out there. But we're going to go to Brickheads next. And it kind of could have fallen under Star Wars. But the brickhead that I've chosen here is the Ahsoka Tano, which is 40539. Came out in January last year. I own quite a few of these already at £10. This was the 150th brickhead as well, so it's kind of a bit of a special one. I think this one will do quite well easily. If you think about Amazon FBA, you can fit loads of them in a box, and they're quite small. But these on Amazon are going to be £25-30, especially once it retires. So I think Ahsoka Tano is a decent one to have. And the next one that I've put on as well is the Tusken Raider. Only just come out. Surprised it's on the list 40615. So again, £10 brickhead. Star Wars theme. It seems like a no-brainer. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get any deals on these two brickheads, but at £10, I think it's minimal risk. But again, try and buy it when there's some other promotions on or double VIP, and I think it should do well. Should be in the keyword. Next on the list were Minecraft sets. Now, Minecraft sets tend to do quite well as long as you buy the right price. I didn't cover any of them. I don't know much enough about Minecraft, but the fact that they're often discounted and you can buy like 40-50% discount, I'd say do it. But if there's any particular set out there that's retiring, I wouldn't say so. There's nothing that kind of like jumps. I have to buy this one because I think it's going to do well. For me, Minecraft sets are all about the buying price. If you get a good buying price, that's when I kind of jump on it, and then hopefully we'll appreciate in value. But I'm not taking too much risk with Minecraft. That leaves us onto seasonal sets, and I've got two more sets for you before we finish. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up before we finish this video. So first seasonal set that I've got is coming up soon. It's Valentine Lovebird, so 40522, and this has been out of stock for a long time, and I hope that they come bring it back soon, and it's been out since January last year, 2022. But at £12, I think this set flew off the shelves when it came out last year. It was not around for very long at all, and I think this is one of those things that comes back every year, right? And if you look on Amazon already, this is way more than £12. So from that aspect, if you can buy it down the line, I can see this, this being a set of easily about £25-35 and making a decent return on investment. So yeah, that's the penultimate set. And my final choice of Lego set is another seasonal set, and it is the Santa Sleigh, 40499. Again, another one of these sets that comes back every year, Christmas. But for me, from a Christmas set, this one has probably been the one that stood out the most. It's had a price increase as well recently here in the UK. They did overproduce them this year, though, and my Lego stores had them on sale. So I snapped up quite a few at around £28 not so long ago, and I'm just going to hold on for them. But I do think in the future this is easily, a £60 sets down the line. So people are going to want this, and if you buy it at the right price, again, which is a Lego exclusive, so when they had them on sale, they didn't have them on sale anymore today. They're already sold out, so people have been snapping them up. So maybe people have the same thought process as I do on this set. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you thought of this list. Are there any obvious winners that I seem to have missed out on that you think, Fred, this is the one that I think is going to do well? Let me know in the comment section. As I said, these are just my opinions, but I'm sure everybody has their own opinions. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully see you at the next one. Bye for now.